Good morning, and God's peace be with you. As we've kind of arranged things here, kind of by accident, it turns out that the two adult leaders are the ones who are speaking first. Certainly not because what we have to say is the most important, because actually what you'll hear now from Caitlin and Kaylee will be the far more important message. But I did want to have at least an opportunity to give thanks for the opportunity to have accompanied and walked along with these young people from this congregation, from your families, who just did some marvelous things in the days that we spent out on the Rosebud Reservation. So trying to connect it to some of the themes for today, one of the commentators on today's text noticed the way in which the emphasis in this parable shifts between Jesus' first telling of it to his second telling. It shifts from emphasis on the sower to emphasis on the soil. In the first telling, the prodigious, abundant, even wasteful spreading of seed by the sower, the nearly obsessive provision of enoughness is kind of a message of incredible grace and incredible wonder of just how much the sower wants to be able to get the message and the word to wherever the sower can get it. But it's not just the stuff or the material or the resource, but the word, the love, the hope. Second is what happens on the ground in practical experience, in the daily breading of that word and hope and love. In a way, that's what the missionaries you sent out experienced. And as I went through the week, I think that's the most important thing that I wanted to have us see, is that missionaries were sent. You sent missionaries. And they did what missionaries do most importantly. Not to do or to tell or to say or to instruct, but rather to listen and to learn and to let those to whom they have gone to share experience, to let them know that they are listening. They went to live in that moment of the in-between, between the sower and the soil, to witness and to see and to know what that enoughness looks like and feels and how it works in the hard scrabble and the difficulty and injustice, in the impeded and in the rich tradition and obstacle-strewn soil of another culture's living. One of the images I have from this journey is of the young people who spent a day lifting dry, crumbling soil out of post holes they were digging with old equipment that only let them do that about a teaspoon at a time. And they stuck with it on a hot, windy, dry day. Now, again, it was not so important, or was not as important, what they were doing or what they were accomplishing as that they were spending that time experiencing the life and the times and the moments and the conditions of the people who lived there. What they came back with, because all this talk about sowing and soil and all that kind of stuff, of course, unless it results in something, well, then it's just talk. what they came back with is a bread to share with you. A bread that has come out of the change and the yeasting and the rising in their hearts of new perspectives and a whole new way of seeing things. So what they come back with is even Lakota Sinkanju fry bread to share with you. And so I would like to say to you all, thank you for helping to sow that, and thank you for helping these young people to be able to go and be and do what real missionaries do.